Alright, y'all, I got it hooked back up. Did something a little different this time. I used mostly just wire clothes hangers. And most of those wire clothes hangers have some sort of little film on them to keep them, to turn them yellow or protect them or whatever you want to do. So I had to scrape off that. And I got all three of my sacrificial metal pieces. One there. Where's the other one? Right there. And another one right there. I got me a wrench and a pair of channel locks to have the rust removed. I've got all three of my sacrificial metals, or my anodes, tied together with wire. I've doubled up the wire, and I got my fan. It's venting out any kind of harmful gas that may be there. I think it makes hydrogen gas, which is flammable. So I'm trying to, I kind of got it sitting there just to act as a vent to vent out some of that gas if it's indeed making that gas. So I just plugged it up, and I got my big boy charger on it. I got my big boy. So I can get over here without breaking my darn fool neck. Let me just stop it right quick. I had to put some squeeze clamps on my alligator clamps, because my alligator clamps were used to being on a car battery post, not a thin little piece of coat hanger wire. So I had to put that down there so he'd clamp on and hold on to the clothes hanger. But it's working. That's all that matters. I see something bubbling and going funky crazy, I'll turn it back on. Dum 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 dum. I got my big boy charger on it now. I got it set on 12 volts, 50 amps. I got it set for about an hour. We're gonna see what kind of good it does in about an hour's time. Hey! I want y'all to look at that right there. That right there. Can't hardly see. Right there where I got my anodes. See the rust. See the rust. See the rust. We're gonna make this baby work, yeah. Alright. The pieces that I had put in there are pieces that I had tried before, so they weren't too terribly rusty. But this file, rusty. I don't even think it's bent. Is it bent? I don't know, maybe it's just the way I'm looking at it. It looks bent, maybe not. Maybe a little bent. Anyway, I'm gonna use it. If I don't use it for nothing else, just get the rust off. See how well this works, because I know this joker here is rusty. Alright, we got some things cooking. Hey, cooking. It's getting up all. Look at all that rust and crap. Look at that. It's drawing the rust clean off of those parts. And over here to the anodes. The buddy I was telling you about was telling me that bubbles are the key. Well, I got the bubbles now, Jack. Look, look, look. Almost looks good enough to put on a strawberry cheesecake, don't it? It's working. Finally, got it going. Got it going. She's cooking now. He was telling me that my little old battery charger that I had wasn't worth a flip, and I need to get one that, a bigger one, a little bit more, a real one. How's that? So we're gonna let it on. How much time I got it on there for? But we're gonna let it cook a little bit longer. We'll pull it out. We'll look at it. All right, y'all. I couldn't be very much happier with this electrolysis than I am. I mean, this is so cool. Before I had these things, they would open just a little bit, and he had to really work stuff. I mean, you really had to, work it pretty good. And now look at it. It didn't get all the 100% of the rust off. Of course, I only had it in there about an hour and a half today. And I'm not sure how much of this rust removal was from the time before where I was messing with it and this time. But at the very least, if I did nothing else to it, it's a workable tool now. Whereas before it was a hunk of metal shaped like a workable tool. But the where you at, screw? The adjustment bolt right here works fine. It's got some welding slag on it, you know, because I'm sure he used it. My father-in-law used it for, and like most other people who weld, used it to hold a piece of metal down so he could weld, and you know, got splatter on it some. There's no way that I could fully restore this to brand new. For one thing, I'd have to knock out all these pins and find the right pins to go back in them, and that would be kind of a mess. All I really wanted to do is get to where I could use it if I needed it for anything and kind of clean it up a little bit. But that's the pair of vice grips. Well, you're still gonna have to scrub on it, I don't care what you do. But I'm gonna kind of scrub it up, try to clean some of the slag off, and I'm gonna soak it in oil. Let it set in oil for a good little while, and we'll be good for there. All right, the next thing that I did was the wrench. I can now tell that this is an 11/16, and this end is a 5/8. See that? Oh, how about like that? Can y'all see that? Backside, I don't think the backside is so much rusty as it is just the patina has wore off the whatever they played it with. I think that's kind of wore off. I think that's what that is. But as far as rust, there's still some rust down here, inside the box end part right here. But that can be cleaned up pretty easy with a wire brush. I mean, bam! There we go. I'm really tickled with this. Thanks to Brad. Brad's the one that gave me the idea, that telling me that I needed to use a bigger, better battery charger. And that, oh no, my screwdriver fell over. And that the more bubbles means it's working. All right. The file that I had, what did I do with the file? The file's still pretty rusty because it's only been in there for about 45 minutes. It's still rusty, especially that side there. But we're gonna put it back in here. Next chance I have to spend some more time outside here, which I'm hoping this evening, I'll turn it back on, plug it in, and see if I can't get some of that rust off of that file. But I'm really kind of tickled. I think this works out pretty good, because I got a whole bucket full of rusty tools. Well, not a whole bucket full, but close. Close. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the little bell icon. Put this away, so you know whenever we post a new video. All right. If I see something else pretty neat, I'll stop and I'll add it and do whatever I need to. But I appreciate y'all watching. Thanks. That's all I got.